Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're starting our new module, and that's Module 7, the big outdoors. Before we get started, make sure you're sitting crisscross applesauce, hands on lap, eyes on your screen, taking your deep breath in. And let's begin. The big outdoors. Today we will identify an author's opinion and supporting reasons in opinion writing. So let's go ahead and get started at looking at what our module is going to teach us. In our new Module 7, we're going to learn about the natural world. In our natural world, we're going to learn how we can care for our world, such as recycling materials or caring for plants and animals. In our natural world, we're going to learn about places in nature, such as deserts, wetlands, your backyard, or the Grand Canyon. In the natural world, we'll see some changes that our world gives us, such as our seasons and weather. We're going to learn about different seasons, such as winter, fall, spring, or summer, and what that happens within those seasons, seeing that cycle change, such as our weather change from cold to hot, or our water cycle, our liquids and evaporation, so even more so on storms. Before we get started, let's listen to this quote given to you by Persian proverb. Drops that gather one by one finally become a sea. So what that tells us, boys and girls, is something so little and small is important in order to give us something magnificent and beautiful, such as this picture we see here. So something very small, such as rain, is important for all those changes within our environment. So let's go ahead and listen to this question. How do things in nature change? Well, we're going to have this question answered or given to us by listening to a video on tadpoles. So let's go ahead and take a look at our video on tadpoles.
A cycle is a series of things that happen over and over and over again. Nature is full of them. A life cycle is all the different steps that a plant or animal goes through as it grows older. Let's take a look at the life cycle of the New Mexico spadefoot toad. It's amazing. Toads and frogs belong to a group of animals called amphibians. These animals can live in water and on land. The spadefoot toad is the official amphibian of the state of New Mexico. Even though it lives in a desert, a very dry, hot place, water is an important part of its life cycle. To keep away from the hot desert sun, the toad buries itself underground.
It's nice and cool down here.
The toad stays here for up to 10 months each year, waiting for the rainy season to come. When it does, there is a lot to get done, and fast.
Get ready, world! Here I come!
It pours and pours, but the rain puddles don't last long. The hot sun quickly dries up all the liquid. This is called evaporation. Look closely, and you can see thousands of eggs in the large puddles of rainwater. This is the first step in the spadefoot toad's life cycle.
Good luck, little guys!
At first, the young toads, known as tadpoles, grow inside the eggs. They need to hurry and grow fast before the water dries up. And they do. These desert toads can change from one life stage to the next faster than any other amphibian. The tadpoles break out of their eggs in less than a day.
They look more like tiny fish right now, but watch what happens.
In just 2 weeks, the tadpoles grow legs and lose their tails.
That's more like it.
They also begin to breathe air outside of the water. By now, the water is nearly dried up. The young toads must find a meal quickly, then bury themselves in the sand.
Sorry to eat and run!
Here, they wait for the next rainy season. They grow into adults and the cycle starts all over again. These toads are off to explore the big outdoors. What surprised you about how the spadefoot toads grow?
Okay, boys and girls. So our question was, how do things in nature change? Well, looking at and listening to those toads, we saw that nature has a huge impact on life around us, such as the toads changing from eggs to a tadpole. So let's go ahead now and look at our slide here and learn some more about the vocabulary words we're going to see in our module. And our first word is cycle. Looking at this picture, we see a cycle of our day. So we have morning, day, afternoon, and night. And this is a cycle because tomorrow is a new day. And we'll start all over again with morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Evaporation. Can you say it with me? Evaporation. Here we see a pot of boiling water, and when we boil water, the water evaporates. And sometimes we see this happen when we are in the kitchen with family. The water is evaporating because it's being boiled with heat, and the heat rises. Can you say it with me? Evaporation. Our next word is liquid. Looking at our picture here, we see a little girl pouring a liquid into a container. Liquids are something that form into what it is poured into, and it's something that we can drink, such as juice, water, or soda. Liquid. So today I shared that we are going to be looking at an author's opinions and the reasons for those opinions. And so an author writes to persuade what they want readers to do or believe in something. So what does the author think or feel? When an author is sharing how they think or feel, they might share in sentences such as I think, I believe, I feel, or blank is the best, and give reasons to those opinions by supporting them with some facts to help prove to us why their opinion is important and the truth. They may also give us examples or details to tell us more about those reasons. So I have shared my opinion before with you about my favorite color, and my favorite color is purple. And I told you purple is my favorite color because it gives us the best fruits, or is on the best fruits, such as grapes. And it is also one of a color of a favorite juice and drink of mine, and that's grape soda. And so I've given you my reasons to why I think and feel purple is the best color in the world. So at this time, I want you to go ahead and get ready to grab your My Books and turn to page 12. So your sub right now can pause the video. And when you have your books ready and turn to page 12, give her a thumbs up so that we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to listen to a book called Storm Report. So remember, when we're listening to this story, we're going to listen to someone's opinions, and they are going to give us facts on why they think something is what we should do or think or feel. So the clouds get dark, the wind blows, flash, boom, it's a storm. Do you want to find out about storms? Then read a great book called Big Storms. It is about all kinds of powerful storms. Big snowstorms are called blizzards. There are even big dust storms. You will see exciting photos of real storms. One picture shows a huge bolt of lightning. Another one shows a blizzard. The snow is up to the windows of the houses. Another reason to read this book is to find out how to stay safe in storms. I learned a good tip. When thunder roars, go indoors. Big Storms is such an interesting book. Read it soon. Okay, boys and girls, your turn. Thinking chins. Everyone hold on to that chin and think. What does the author want the reader to do? What does the author want us to do? When you know what the author wants you to do, give yourself a thumbs up. Yourself will then be ready to call and tell you to turn to your partners to share why you think the author or what does the author want the reader to do. Remember to be kind and respectful and give taking turns to each other to hear each other's thoughts on what does the author want the reader to do.